The sale is in the follow-up. In this video, I'm gonna share with you how to properly follow up with your leads in order to close the sale. Coming next. Hi, Razvan Chirodea here from Razvan Chirodea Academy, and in this video, I'm gonna share with you how to properly follow up with your leads in order to close the sale. Alright, but before we jump into our topic today, if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification to stay up to date with the latest news and trainings that we are posting over here. Alright, let's jump straight into this. Now, if you're doing organic marketing on social media and you're trying to make sales and get new clients on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on YouTube and so on using free traffic strategies, then you have to deal with people and with a lot of sales conversations, especially if you have a high ticket offer. Because in order to sell a high ticket offer, you need to build this personal support with people in order for them to trust you and to take that purchase decision. Now, what happens a lot of time due to all this confusion and so much information out there is that the majority of people using free traffic marketing strategies, using organic marketing on social media, they struggle with actually making sales. Although the entire process is pretty simple if you understand it. And why do they struggle? Over 90% of them struggle because they don't follow up with people. The sale is in the follow-up. This is the golden rule of sales. The sale is in the follow-up. Alright? So rather than always connecting with new people and new people and new people and new people, it's important to follow up with the old prospects that you were chatting. Because new people means they are cold, they are new to you, they don't know you yet. And you need to walk them through a process of warming them up. Why is that? Now, from the entire marketplace, only 3% of people are actually emotional buyers. That means Facebook ads, posting into groups, having chats. Only 3% of people will take a purchase decision instantly. That means 3 out of 100 people will buy instantly. 97% of people are rational buyers. They need time. You need to warm them up. You need to walk them through a process of nurturing them, getting them exposed to your content. Because it has been scientifically proven that a person needs to be exposed at least 7 times to a marketing message, meaning to an offer, to marketing content, in order for them to take a purchase decision, to make a buying decision. Alright, that means that if you're doing organic marketing, you have a lot of conversations, right? Chatting with people. And first of all, it's very important to know that there are 10 phases of each sales conversation. There are 10 phases of a sales conversation. And your task as a marketer, as a business owner, as a salesperson is to get to the closing phase as fast as possible. If you want to make sales, you want to get to the closing phase as fast as possible. If you just want to make friends and chat with people, it's fine. You can chat with them all day long. But if you want to make money and make sales, you want to get to the closing phase. And in order for you to do this, you have to know what are these 10 phases. It starts with rapport and it ends with closing and everything in between. Because if you don't know what are these 10 phases, you don't know what is the next step. You don't know what comes next. You have to go back to the last phase, to a previous phase. You have to move forward, what question to ask, how to move forward. So very important to learn these 10 phases. Now, after having sales conversations with people, there are different situations, different scenarios about follow-up that I'm going to walk you through today. And we're going to start with the first one. Following up depends according to the situation. And the first one that we're going to cover now is follow up after the offer. Alright, so the scenario looks like that. You initiated a conversation with someone, you have a sales conversation, they show interest in your offer, or they reached out to you, they have interest in your offer, you show them your offer, and then you are waiting for their response. Now, what most people do, and this is a huge mistake, that's why they don't make sales, is because they send their offer and they say something like, alright, here is my offer, let me know if you have any questions. Or, alright, here is my offer, have a look at this, and if you have any questions, let me know. This is the worst thing that you can do. This is a mistake. What you want to do instead, you want to make sure you know exactly when are they going to check your offer and when you should catch up with them. With other words, you send them your offer, they get it, and then you want to ask them, before you wrap up the sales call or the chat, you want to say something like, all right, cool. Now, when would you have 20 minutes to go over my page, to check out my offer? You want to find out exactly when are they going to check your offer. And after they let you know about this, for example, you ask them, when would you have 20 minutes to go over my page? And they say, probably later tonight. Then the next thing you want to say is, all right, awesome. Is it okay if we catch up tomorrow then to see if we have any questions, to see if there's anything to be cleared? You don't want to say if it's okay to follow up tomorrow, because people don't really like to be followed up. What you want to say instead is it okay if we catch up tomorrow then to see if you have any questions, to see if there's anything to be cleared? This is what you want to say. All right? And then they're going to say yes. So the rule for this follow-up is that people, they have 72 hours, the state when they are hot. And because you show them your offer, they are hot, in a hot state, and you want to keep them there. And you want to follow up with them within 1 to 3 days. You want to keep it in this 72-hour time frame and follow up with them. If it's tomorrow, if it's the second day after that, it's cool. Everything after the third day, it's a little bit too late for this type of scenario when you expect an answer for them. All right? So very, very important. All right, now the second situation is following up with your prospects after they said no to your offer to see exactly what is their situation now. So the scenario looks like that. You are having a sales conversation, you show the offer, and the person said no for whatever reason. They give you a reason, and after you handle their objections, if it's still no, by the way, if you want to learn more about how to handle objections and what are the 4 types of objections that exist out there, then you can check out the training over here. So you show them your offer, they said no, and by the way, a pro sales tip here. Let me come closer, let me tell this to you. No doesn't mean no. When someone tells you no, it doesn't mean no. It simply means not now. Because they are not ready, they are not in the right state, maybe they don't have the finances, but it doesn't mean no. It simply means not now. So your task, what you want to do with these people, you want to follow up with them. So they said no, and then there is this time frame. You can follow up with them within 2 weeks, after 1 month, after 3 months, and after 6 months. Right? They said no, you handle their objection, it's still no, then it's fine. You leave the conversation open, don't burn the bridge, don't take it personal. It's nothing personal, it's pure business. It's simply a no, not now. So you want to follow up with them in 2 weeks. If 2 weeks is a little bit too close, according to what they said, 1 month is a good time frame, 3 months after that is a good time frame, and 6 months is a good time frame as well. And you want to follow up with them for the reason of seeing what their situation is now, right? If they didn't, let's say they didn't have the money for it, for your offer. In 1 month, in 3 months, situation can change. So you follow up with them in 1 month, it's still no. All right, cool, you still leave it open. You follow up with them in 3 months, it's still no, you leave it open. In 6 months, you follow up with them, if it's still no, then just leave that person. Leave that person, all right? And what you want to do, because there are 10 phases of each sales conversation, the way you follow up with people in these 2 situations is different. In the first one, when you follow up with them after you show the offer to see what is their response, if they're interested or not, when you follow up with them, you follow up directly to the point, directly where you left yesterday, right? Where you left on the previous conversation, with something like, so, what do you think about my page? Or, so, what do you think about my offer? Or, so, how did you like my offer? How do you like my offer? You don't want to start with rapport building again, asking about their grandma, their dog, and their family. Start where you left in the previous conversation. And you left at showing the offer, and you told them you're going to catch up tomorrow. So tomorrow when you catch up with them, you catch up with them directly with, so, what do you think about my offer? Have you had time to go over it? directly to the point, all right? In the second situation, when you follow up with them after 1 month, after 3 months, the more time passes by, they become colder and colder. So you have to build rapport again a little bit. You just want to reach out to them and ask them something like, hi, we didn't speak for a long time, so I thought we could catch up. What are things on your side? What keeps you busy these days? What keeps you focused these days? How is business going? Just a little bit of rapport. How is it your job? Whatever it is that you spoke in a previous conversation, you can just bring some topics up, something in common, and bring it up. And then ask them about their business. How is business going? Did anything change? I wanted to catch up and see if there is maybe interest now in you to work together. Are you still open to have a conversations about this? Just be straight to the point and ask them about this and see what their reply is. All right, cool. And there is the third situation, which is follow up after you initiated a conversation and they didn't reply. So in a lot of cases, especially if you're doing organic marketing on social media, is you initiate a lot of conversations with people. And most of these people, they don't reply back. Sometimes they see the message, sometimes they don't see the message, but they don't reply back. First of all, don't take it personal, all right? Even if they saw the message, they didn't reply, don't take it personal. In some cases, they didn't reply on purpose, and that's fine. In other cases, something happened, life happened, they got distracted, they overseen the message. And what you want to do is you want to catch up with them, to follow up with them to see what's the situation. So initially you send them a message to start the conversation, to initiate the conversation. They saw it or they didn't see it, and you are following up with them with something like, hi Ben, just in case you overseen my message, I wanted to catch up with you. And then you see what happens, right? If he replies, then sometimes they say something like, oh yes, sorry I didn't reply, I got distracted by this or by that. And then the conversation goes, the conversation starts opening up. If they still didn't reply after the first follow-up, what you can do next is you can send them a message with your free resources and trainings and ask them if they would be interested to have a look at that. For example, let's say you are teaching content marketing, how to write better content, all right? And let's say you have a Facebook group, you have a YouTube channel where you are uploading your trainings, and what you want to do, you want to get this person inside your ecosystem. You want to get this person inside your ecosystem, and if they didn't respond to the first follow-up, you can send them a message, something like, hi Ben, I know life is busy and I just wanted to catch up with you one more time. I have a lot of free trainings and resources on how to write content that sells, and I thought this would be relevant for your business. Would you be interested to have a look at this? If yes, I could send you a link to join my private community and have a look at our free trainings and resources. If not, that's fine. And then after you send that, you want to see if they reply or not. So one more time, if they didn't reply after the first follow-up, you can send them a message asking them if they would be interested to get access to your free trainings and resources. This is something that you can do and see if they show interest or not. If they don't show interest, then that's fine, just leave them. There is a rule here also called the 3-strike rule. You follow up with someone 3 times, you initiate a conversation, one more time, the third message, if they still didn't reply, just leave them then. And if they reply to your message, then invite them to your community, get them into your ecosystem, and they're gonna start getting exposed to your content. But very important here, the way you invite them to your private resources and trainings is don't show the link directly in the first message. Ask them if they are interested so that they have to reply yes. Alright, now it's very important to understand the 10 phases of each sales conversation, as I said, because in order for you to go as fast as possible to the closing phase, you have to know exactly in which phase you find yourself. To know what is the next step, you have to go to a previous phase or you have to go to the next phase, what questions to ask. Very, very important. Alright, now these are the 3 situations for following up with people. The first one is after you show the offer and you wait to see if they're interested or not, and you want to follow up with them within 72 hours, within 1 to 3 days. The second one is after you show the offer and they said no, and you want to follow up with them within a time frame of 2 to 6 months, 2 weeks to 6 months, to see if their situation changed and maybe they're interested now. And the third one is after you initiate a conversation and they didn't reply back to this. You can use the 3-strike rule. You send the initiate message, they don't reply, catch up with them in case they overseen the message, they don't reply, invite them to your private trainings and resources. If they don't want this, then just leave them, right? Doing organic marketing and having a lot of sales conversations, it becomes very hard after a while to keep track of hot leads, offers showed, who you have to follow up with, who did you show the offer and everything. And for this reason, you need a software that helps you with the customer relationship management. All right. And I'm going to share with you a paid one that I'm using in my business called Genuine CRM, and a free one, which is Asana. This is also a project management software. We're going to jump over to my computer. I'm going to share these tools to you, and then you're going to have the possibility to use them in your business as well. I'm going to share with you how to use this to keep track of your leads, of your sales conversations, to know exactly who you should follow up with in order to close the sale and increase your commissions. All right, let's jump over to my computer, and then we're going to see each other back over here. Alright, so here we go with Asana. We're gonna log into my account now here. Now mine is a paid account. As a free account, you have access to less options, but you can use it perfectly for tracking your leads, your conversations, and so on. I'm gonna show you how this works. I'm gonna start a new. So there are a lot of tutorials. I'm not gonna jump into how Asana works, but basically you create here a new theme, and you can create a new project. Like I have mine here also as well for CRM. You can create a new project. Right, yes, let's see where it is, plus. Yes, use a template, blank project. You just create, let's say, CRM test, right? You create new project, Facebook organic, you can make it public or not, right? So let's just, for the purpose of this test, CRM test. And here, what you can do, you can create different sections like that, like sales conversations. For example, sales conversations follow us. And here you can write, you can add in here more fields, for example, to take notes and so on. Let's see here, choose from library. Let's see the note one. Yeah, note one is good also. And then here, you can add, let's say you have a chat with Ben today, right? So you can write here, Ben, Joe, right? Follow up. You can put here the assignee who should follow up with Ben exactly. And here you can put due date, when you should follow up with it. Let's say on 20th. All right. And then the software is going to remind there. You can also write some notes in here. You can also open up like this field and you can write a different description, right? I had the sales conversation with him, and you spoke about this and that, and you can just write the notes over here. And then on the 20th of October, Asana is gonna show you that you're gonna have to follow up with Ben. And this is how you can do with every other person, right? With different persons. So this is how you can use Asana for free. And now we're gonna jump into Facebook as well and show you how that one works as well. So we jumped into my Facebook profile, and here you can see that. Give me one. Let's just give it some time to load this. Yes. You see, people have certain tags to them. Now, I'm not going to jump into this. I want to keep this private. But the way this goes, there is this software called Genius Messenger CRM. I'll drop the link in the description below. This is my affiliate link for the software. I just want to let you know about this. And the way this goes is the following. You can create different labels, different groups of people, right? And you can add people in each of those groups, right? And add people in each of those groups. The software has many more options about sending messages and so on to people. But the point of this training is for follow-ups. And each time you speak with someone on Facebook, you add them to a certain tab. And then you can just choose here after that. You can search by labels, by the tags that you have to people. And then you see hot leads, follow-ups, and so on. And then they show up only those people, right? People that you show the offer to, and so on. And this is how this works. This is how Genius Messenger works. It's called Genius Messenger CRM. I'll drop the link in the description below. There you can find all the details about it and how this works. There are a lot of trainings and resources about the software. Or you can use Asana for free. This is a project management software. You can do many more things with Asana, but you can use it very well as a free software for customer relation management to track your conversations, your follow-ups, and so on. All right, that's it. Let's go back to the board now. One short note before we jump over to the flip chart and wrap this training up is if you have any specific questions about your business on how to use Asana or Genius CRM, then you can reach out to me on Messenger or send me an email and I can help you out with that. I can't go deeper into this training on how this works and how to use them because I don't know what your business is about. My coaching program is all about tailored strategy plans according to each individual. And if you have any questions on how to use this, reach out to me on Facebook or on email and we can have a chat about this. All right, let's go over to the flip chart and wrap this training up. All right, here we go again and we're gonna wrap this training up. If you want to learn more about how to make sales and gain new clients using free social media strategies, then you can check out my coaching program, The Perfect Sales Pitch. I'll drop the links in the description below. You can find there all the details. And you can also join our private community on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get access to our private trainings and resources about how to make sales and gain new clients. All right, let us know in the comments below with hashtag HeyRaz, what are the main challenges and struggles that you are facing right now in your online business so that we can provide the best support and resources for you to help you with that. All right, if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification to stay up to date with the latest news and episodes. And without further ado, I'm looking forward to see you in the next training.